Good morning, hello, and welcome. It's Elle, and today I'm going to be doing some garden chores, but first let's begin the morning and greet the kitties. Alright, let's go. Alright, first up we have Papa Vicious. He's a new addition to our household. Hello, good morning. He's an older kitty. And he's just flourishing as an indoor cat ever since he's been with us. Haven't you, Vicious? Yeah. So happy. So happy. Good morning. Alright, time to see who's out in the catio. Freya! Hello! Hello, baby girl. Good morning. Good morning, Freya. Hi. Yeah. Hi. She likes to turn away while I pet her. And then we have Feist. Hi, Feist. Oh, hello. You look so cute in your little box. Good morning. Good morning, Feist. Yeah. I love you. You look so happy. Okay. I think. Okay. We got Cloud. Hello, Cloud. How are you today? Good morning. Hi. Alright, we got Fenry over here in the garage. It's kind of odd of her. Hello, good morning, Fenry. Hello. Hi. She's usually out in the catio, but we are going to be getting some weird weather in. We got Sorbet, another new kitty up here. Good morning, Sorbet. Hello. It's pretty high up there. Hi, hello. He's such a beautiful boy. Yeah, he's such a beautiful boy. All right, speaking of beautiful boys, we have the OG Calcifer. Hi, Calcifer. Thank you for the kisses. Hi. Thank you. It's so sweet. Okay, thank you. Do you want pets? Nope. Okay. No pets. No pets. Hey, I'm not gonna pet you. Counselor has boundaries. You gotta respect them. Alright, well, it's good to see you too. He's looking at his sister. Alright, well, now that I've said hello to everybody, we can now get the day started. Looks like everybody followed me back outside. That's how you know they love you. And they love to be where you are. So here's the new catio. We also moved a bunch of things around in the backyard. Everything is starting to wake up for spring. This tropic snow is really awake. Looking great. So here's kind of a sneak peek of everything. I'll be doing a tour later when everything is more cleaned up. One of the things I was really excited about is my guavas. I thought they were dead, but they're all coming back. You can see the bees at work here. So I was told this is California hedge needle. hedge nettle. It's a, I guess, like a wild mint, and they love it, so I leave it alone. My Tiff Blue blueberry is loaded, as well as the Misty. These are both early season varieties for me. And then here are some areas where I'm trying to grow some seeds. Potatoes, maybe carrots, salad greens, tomatoes, and other things. Hi, hello. I also saved the seeds from when we did our Miami fruit tasting, and so I'm trying to see if I can get them to sprout. So we got soursop, custard apple, rulinia, cherimoya, and atamoya. Yeah, hopefully they sprout. Alright, so I have a few things planned. One of the first things I want to do is succession sow some salad greens so that I have some producing a little bit behind the current ones I'm growing. And then I also want to continue to work on my drip irrigation. So since we had to basically reformat everything and find new homes, I had to disassemble it, and I've been reassembling it slowly but surely. And then hopefully we'll get a package in the mail from Raintree. It's an online nursery that you can buy fruit trees from, and so we'll have to pot that up. But, you know, we got to do one thing at a time, so we better get started now. Alright. So while I went to go get some potting mix for the seed starts, I ended up going shopping, and I got this Primark Freedom Blackberry right here. Couldn't help myself, even though I have one coming in the mail. Now I have two. I mean, I'm all for many, many berries. And then I found this pink lemonade blueberry. I've been wanting to try it just for like the color alone, just for fun, not necessarily for the blueberries themselves. But there they are. And then I got really lucky and they got a shipment of mangoes finally. So I got a Namdok Mai number 4 from Zill Nurseries. My Namdok Mai died, so this is the replacement. And then another Zill variety, which I've been really wanting to get again, is this coconut cream mango, also from Zill Nursery. And so here are the new plants. All right, so we're here to begin our seed succession sowing. I have my plant mat to keep the table clean. I went ahead and set up inside because it's actually really humid outside. I was dying. So we're about to get some rain. It's supposed to rain for like 3 days straight with thunderstorms, and you can definitely feel it in the air. So I'm set up here inside to hopefully make things a little bit better. I also just feel a little bit more comfortable since our neighbors are pretty close by. Sometimes it just feels weird to be talking. Anyway, so I have my soil here on the side. I went ahead and got a seed starting mix at the local nursery that I went to today. And I also bought trees. Couldn't help myself. I actually had all of my mangoes die last year. I mean, not like all of them, but a good bit of them because they got powdery mildew, like really bad, and it was just all over the plant, and I never treated it in a timely fashion because I did get like insecticidal soap, and I just kept putting it off and putting it off, and I was also really like depressed at the time, and I had like little energy and no motivation, so it kind of just like fell to the wayside. I'm no expert or anything. I just do this because I enjoy it, not because I'm extremely knowledgeable. I'm just a average person. Hi, Vice. Yes, always so curious. And so I'll just kind of take some off the top like that. And so, yeah, it was just like, I get seasonal affective disorder really, really bad. And so I was just feeling like tired, no energy, no motivation. Also like burnt out. Like, especially like with my house plants, like if something is dying at this point, I am not replacing it. I'm just letting the numbers dwindle down. And what survives, survives, because between house plants and outdoor plants and all the, I mean, I guess I kind of went crazy with both. It got to be overwhelming. And I definitely have to find like a nice, happy balance. That's something that I've been trying to find in my life, especially because like my job is so physical. Finding a balance between the physical exertion at my job, but I still want to go to the gym and work out, and then outdoor gardening, indoor gardening, and I also wanted to start volunteering as well. I was really having a tough time managing my energy levels with all of those things. Like some days at work are so like tiring that I just tell myself I'm not going to the gym today. Like that was my workout. So yeah, especially if I have a rough day at work. And then lately, I've been trying to catch up in the garden. I haven't done any filming, but what I did was I basically refreshed a lot of my potted fruit trees, and I added compost and fertilizer and fresh mulch, one by one by one. My parents, 2025 has been like the year of change, man. Like so many big life events have happened, like good and bad. My parents got a job abroad, and that's why we have the two new kitties, Vicious and Sorbet. And so they were going to rehome them, and my husband and I were like, no, they're staying in the family. They're coming with us. We have room. We live in a 4-bedroom house. It's just the two of us and our 5 cats. Like, they have so much room. Our garage has been converted, so that's like a room that we're working on right now. We want to like finish it, insulate it, add flooring, but like it's enclosed and they have access to it. And then like one of the things that we wanted to do was to build the new catio, because we knew we were going to be getting 2 more cats. And I mean, 7 cats is a lot. We always said that 5 was our max amount of cats, but these circumstances, there's special circumstances that we made an exception for, and so we decided that we wanted to build an extra large catio to help accommodate the extra cats. So my father-in-law actually and my brother-in-law helped out with that, and it was extremely amazing what they built for us. And basically our family came through and really helped us out there so that we could help our other family and take in their cats. Because I mean, with cats, they can be real funny, real territorial, and I just wanted to make sure that there was going to be enough room so nobody would be fighting. They all like their space, and so yeah, that's like a big change. They got a job abroad, so they're no longer here anymore. After all these years, they were telling me that they were never going to sell our family home, because I wanted them to move, because my husband and I moved away, and so did my sibling. And so I was like, there's nothing for you, like leave and maybe follow us or go elsewhere. And they're like, no, we're going to keep the house. We're going to fix up the house. We're going to stay here. And they kept telling me that all these years. So then when they told me that they got the job abroad and that they were selling the house, I was in such shock. I was like, what? Okay. And they're working on selling the home that I grew up in when we settled back here in the U.S., because I was a military dependent. I grew up abroad, and my dad's last duty station was here in South Texas. So they bought a home, and we lived out the rest of our, childhood there. Anyway, so what I really want to do is I want to like grow more salad greens. So let me go ahead and grab what I want. So I have some Swiss chard, kale, lettuce, romaine. What I really like is spinach. So I'm going to see if I can find the spinach. There it is. And I think I might want to do like a backup tomato. I'm also working on growing like cucumber and zucchini outside. I don't have like the most confidence in that, because last year I failed, and I've tried like 2 years in a row and it just gets too hot. So I started pretty early this year. If I have room, maybe I'll do some backups, but I'm not sure. Hello, Fenry. Anyway, so yeah, and then we built the catio to accommodate the 2 new cats. And the best part about it is it's not only a catio, it's a patio now. We enclosed the whole concrete slab, and now we can go out and relax with the cats and spend time with them, and it's really nice. I love it. I mean, 2025 has been really intense. We also had like some real awful family tragedies and events. My grandma passed away. Honestly, I gotta say, like January, February were like the hardest months of my entire life. So life's been a bit rough, and it sucks, and you get sad, but life goes on, and eventually you have to just pick yourself back up because the world's gonna keep moving, and you have to start moving again too. And amongst all the terrible things that happened, in a way, the worst things almost bring out the best in people. Kind of sounds awful, but positive too, because through terrible circumstances, people really want to help, and there were people who stepped up, and it just kind of blew me away seeing such kindness. And sometimes, in the worst of times, we just really see the best of people, and it helped, I guess, my hope in the world and in people, because sometimes I'm pretty pessimistic about other people in the world, but definitely, felt a lot of care and support and whatnot. So anyway, yeah, so 2025 is just been the year of like big changes, and things are kind of settling down again. My husband and I are focusing on building up the house this year and doing home improvements. So, yeah. All right, I really like Swiss chard. I know I'm already growing some, but this is a succession sow. So succession sowing is basically you put in your first seeds, and then, a little bit after that, you put in more seeds to replace the plants later. Or like, let's say some seeds maybe failed the first time. That'll definitely replace anything that didn't manage to grow, any seed failures. So here comes the ruby red Swiss chard. And so, yeah, honestly, I haven't really felt much motivation to film. I don't feel like I'm that great at it, and it's very time consuming, especially if you want to edit, like, then that's a whole process. But at the same time, I really like being part of the plant community, and that's kind of what motivates me to make content and to comment and do everything I'm doing. I want to be like an active, member, participating member. Speaking of being an active member, I also I'm very fortunate and content in my life at the same time. So, my husband and I managed to pay our bills. We're comfortable, enough. Like, we can take care of ourselves and buy ourselves things and take care of our bills. We're very fortunate. We're very lucky. And so because I feel like I have certain needs that I don't have to worry about, we're talking about like Maslow's hierarchy. Have you ever seen like the pyramid at the bottom? It's like your base needs. And as you get those base needs met and you move up the pyramid of needs, eventually is like self-actualization and meaning. And I feel like I'm moving up the pyramid because I want to find greater meaning in life right now, like a higher purpose. And I've always I was kind of reflecting like what's my interests in life have like changed a lot. And what's one thing that's been like a constant? And one of the constants is my love for cats. I've gotten into yoga, I've gotten into weightlifting, Pilates, Zumba, like so many interests that have come and gone, kind of, in a way. And, life has seasons, and it's good to mix things up, and your interests might change in the future. Like, I thought when I was doing yoga, I'd be doing yoga forever, and now it's not really my thing. Now I really like weightlifting. There was a time where I was into cycling, and another time in my life where I tried running, and so I was like, well, what's one thing that I know for sure, it hasn't changed about me? And yeah, it's my love for cats. So then I decided, okay, well, let me get involved and maybe help cats. So I wanted to start volunteering at one of the local shelters, but like a cat specific one. So I went ahead and went to volunteer orientation, and I did my first day. I've been meaning to go back, but at least like I did my orientation and my first like official volunteer day. So now I can go and schedule volunteer time as I want, you know, so that'll be awesome. Help the kitties. And it's not glamorous. You know, the things that maintain the shelter, you got to clean the litter, clean the food bowls, sweep, like remove the fur. So that was nice. And I'm happy that I at least like did that, you know, but I feel like I'm really looking for a higher purpose right now in my life. And I decided that's one way I'm going to try to fill that need. My husband and I will not be traveling internationally this year, which was one of my goals, is to like go to one major place a year, like really set aside money. But we decided we want to start like fixing up our house a little bit more. And that's where our money is going to go. And the catio is pretty expensive because we used wood. We went to like Home Depot and Lowe's and bought all the supplies ourselves, and it really added up. And the fact that we want to do other projects, I'm expecting we're going to need a good amount of money set aside for that. All right, so we have our first tray. So again, the 2 shards and then the kale. Moving on to this. Let's see. I think I'm going to do the tomatoes in the bigger one before I move to the smaller trays. So we'll just do a couple more tomatoes. What else has been going on? So much has happened. And my husband took me to Rainbow Gardens in San Antonio, and that was really fun. I really love that nursery because like they have literally everything. So if you're ever in San Antonio and they have 2 locations, go to the one on Bandera because that one is definitely the better one of the 2. They literally have everything. So some places specialize, like maybe they just do landscaping plants, or maybe they do a bit of outdoor and house plants. Basically, Rainbow Gardens does literally everything. They have a massive houseplant selection. They have so much variety there. You can definitely find like previously rare plants. And they also have like herbs and veggies, sprouts that you can buy as well. A bunch of outdoor plants, a bunch of landscaping plants. And then they also have fruit trees. So while we were there, I got a new blackberry plant called Baby Cakes. I freaking love the name Baby Cakes. And it's a prima cane blackberry. So then I watched a video, I think it was by Millennial Gardener, about prima cane blackberries, how they'll fruit sooner. So then I decided I wanted to get more of that variety. So I bought some from Stark Brothers, the Prime Arc Freedom Blackberry, but I also found they had it at my nursery locally too, and I'd never seen it before. They're definitely getting a lot more variety lately, so I decided I'll just have 2 of them, and the more berries, the better. Like last year, I have like 8 blueberry plants now, and we were just grabbing and having like bowlfuls. It was so amazing, and I mean, I'm totally cool with owning 8 blueberry plants and having some more blackberries so we can, you know, hopefully have as many one day would be really cool. All right, moving on. So we got the Gardener's Delight tomato, which is a good staple. Next, we're doing the Butterhead lettuce. Let me, I got them attached to my finger here. Make a little hole. All my mangoes died from neglect. Definitely not going to do that again. It was a very expensive mistake. Expensive replacing them as well. I've been searching for the replacements and definitely want to do better. And I think I'll just do like 1 in each. We'll see what comes out. I love spinach. So I'm okay if I have like a lot. And they're pretty big seeds too. Okay. So yeah, I've been looking for replacement mangoes and patiently like checking my nursery, like when am I getting mangoes? And
finally, they got a mango shipment. They had some Zill varieties. So I got the coconut cream because mine died. Finally got to replace that. I think I'll do like 2 seeds per hole. Yeah. Okay. So I got a new coconut cream, which I'm really excited about because it's like the only mango with a patent on it because I guess it's that delicious. So I'm like, well, that must be amazing. I definitely want that. I definitely knew I wanted to grow it. And then I got another sweet tart, even though mine survived, just like as a backup. And then they had Namdok Mai number 4 from Zill's Nursery as well. I had the regular Namdok Mai. I'm not sure exactly what the differences are between that one and the number 4. I'll have to look it up. And I decided I'm not going to replace the Alfonso. I decided I want to get a Pickering instead, but I've never seen my local nursery carry the Pickering variety in the past. Like anytime I go and I walk the nursery and I look at all the varieties, I've never seen one. So, well, let's keep that here until I can put a label. And a lot of people say like it's a great workhorse mango. So you're definitely going to get like plenty and it tastes great. So I'll have like some mangoes that are known for their flavor and some mangoes that are known for their production. So it'll be a nice balance of both. And maybe Rainbow Gardens will hopefully get the Pickering when they get their mango shipment in. I also got the lemon zest. I did not find that locally. I actually went online to Lara Farms and to their website and I ordered it. The shipping was pretty expensive, but for me it was worth it because it's also like another like highly rated mango amongst collectors. So I decided out of all of the mangoes I want to grow, it was going to be lemon zest, it's going to be coconut cream, and then as well as sweet tart and Namdok Mai. Those are like the 4 like top picks. So like the last mango that I want to add is the Pickering. I don't want to go too crazy and have like too many varieties because I've definitely done that with certain fruit trees. Like my sapodillas, I actually during the same order, I got another sapodilla. I got the Silas Woods. Now that is also another workhorse fruit variety that I was told. So I have like the Hastia, sapodilla, and the Buttercrunch, and the Macaque, and the Molix. Like I have a lot. And everybody was talking about online on the Tropical Fruit Forum how Silas Woods like really produces, much like the Pickering mango. So I decided I wanted to buy it as a workhorse sapodilla. So yeah, but I definitely sometimes go a little crazy because it's hard to choose. Like, well, which one? And you want to collect them all sometimes. And much like with houseplants, I've learned like you just can't. So you have to just kind of narrow it down and have your limits. So that's my limit of mangoes and the varieties I've decided to get. But anyway, so we're all done here. So I'm going to go ahead and water these seed trays. I didn't end up using that one, so I'm going to just leave that filled for like the future. So the last things that we planted are just more lettuce, spinach, and chard. So let me go get my labels, but we're pretty much done here. I might as well clean up.
All right, well, that's all I have for you today. Thanks for joining me. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day. And don't forget, go plant a tree.